Welcome to the FLB podcast, where we get physically, mentally, and financially fit. This week in the news, the Dow Jones jumped up to 400 points. And if you have committed to the stock market and you didn't sell, hey, kudos to you. And if you're looking to get into there, definitely this would be a great time to buy in because a lot of stocks are low, but I'm not your financial accountant. So definitely do your due diligence before you go and start investing. Second, President Biden is still working on a student loan forgiveness plan. So fingers crossed for all those who still have debt. Hopefully he gives us 10,000 back or wipes it all away. Either way, I would be extremely excited. Today, we will be discussing savings. Okay, so many of us, we could be saving for a lot of different things. We could be saving for a new house. We could be saving to pay off debt, or we could be saving for retirement. But with all of those three things or more, what you need to have is a plan. So one thing that I implore you guys to do is track your spending and then check on those auto subscriptions. Some of those subscriptions that you have could be taking money out of your account and you don't even know. Or, they've increased prices and you're not aware. So definitely be diligent about making sure you know where your money is going, as well as if you do banking statements, check and make sure that they took out the right money in your account, as well as there's no fraudulent charges. If there are, definitely go ahead and contact your bank. Me personally, if I have some charges that I'm interested in, or if there's something that I'm interested in purchasing, like, some Fashion Nova or something on Amazon, I definitely go ahead and do that with a credit card. Because if there's any fraudulent charges, it's easier to get your money back with a credit card versus a debit card. So that's something that I've learned in the past and I constantly use going forward. And also, another thing that's really important is to make sure that you are using cashback apps. Cashback apps include Rakuten, Retail Me Not, and Honey. And so if you know you're going to make the purchase, why not see if there is a way you can get some money back? For instance, I'm planning on going away for my birthday and looking at getting a hotel room. I realized like the amount of money that I would be spending would be astronomical. Was not planning on spending that much money. So what I did was, even though I had already booked the reservations, they didn't take the money out. I went on Rakuten and I saw that to stay at this Best Western, they did a 15% cash back. So although my hotel was a couple of $100s, hundreds of dollars, I was able to get some money back from that purchase. So it helped a little bit, but any type of assistance to help you defer significant purchases, that's going to be awesome. And some of these apps like Rakuten, Retail Me Not, you can even use them in stores or find their location and you can just purchase them online and pick them up in stores like CVS. They have options for usage there, and even some restaurants. So definitely before you decide to pop that card out and purchase whatever you're getting, definitely make sure that you have excluded all options of getting some cash back. The next thing that I would like to notify you guys about is high yield savings accounts. So right now, the interest rates back on your savings accounts are not high at all, especially if you're dealing with a bank like Chase. I deal with Chase, but only in terms of using a credit card because they have some really cashback rewards. And if you listen to the last podcast, you would know of all the tons of fabulous rewards you can get with using Chase. But if not, comment below and we can explore that a little bit more. If you are at a credit union, there are some possibilities of getting some high yield savings accounts, depending on where you're going. At this time, I don't know of one that has an interest rate that I particularly would invest in. Me personally, I don't use a savings account, but I have dibbled and dabbled in this app called Yada, and it's really quite interesting. Basically, it's like a lottery system where you pick out numbers, and if the number hits, you can get rewards. And that also does some interest rates. So depending on how much money you put into it, you can collect a higher interest than you could with a mortar brick bank system. So I'll definitely link that below for you guys to check that out if you're interested. And the thing about Yada is, depending on how much money you put in, like every $10, you get a certain amount of tickets. So you can have a higher chance of hitting the winning numbers. And if you get a certain amount of numbers that match, you get, between 15 cents to even $7. And if you're just really good at your numbers, you could get a whole Tesla if all the numbers match. But definitely I'll link that down there below so you guys can do your research. The next thing that everyone needs, honestly, if you have babies, if you don't even know about finances yet, get a credit union, okay? There's so many benefits of getting credit unions. It's easier to get loans. They really work with you, and they're very personable because they're in your community. And with a bank, I feel like they're a little bit harsh, and they're not so lenient when it comes to getting assistance when it comes to working with your account. There's charges, or if you want to start a business. So definitely get yourself a credit union. I know for myself, I use my credit union, and I have a couple of different accounts, but my favorite one is my Max checking account because I get about a 3% APY on any of my purchases as long as I follow the rules that they have. So that means, direct deposit, using my card for like 12 purchases out of the month. And so on average, based on what I keep in my account, because I think after $15,000, you don't get that 3% back. So I'm able to get about $25 annually when that time comes. So that's really, really awesome. And the last thing I want to touch with you guys is budgeting. Budgeting is so, so important because you need to know where your money is going. It's so easy to pull out your card and say, oh, here you go. I want that, and that. Okay, just put it on the card. And sometimes people forget to pay their bills. And now you have like this huge debt. And you're like, what the heck happened? I know Chase, for instance, has an interest rate of maybe 25%. Don't quote me on this one, but it's significantly high if you do not pay that bill. So definitely do not keep a balance at all. And so knowing where your money is going is that's the day one of having money. So it is so easy to get caught up and not know where your money is going. Okay, there's so many people, even artists, who MC Hammer is one. He went broke, and he was like, I just didn't know where my money is going. And there's so many athletes and so many people, celebrities and regular people like ourselves. I'll just be honest, I'm kind of regular. And they don't know where their money is going. And we need to take accountability because it's ours. We work hard for it. And we want to make sure that we get to a point with budgeting that we can use our money to make ourselves money. Some people call this passive income, and passive income can be investing in ourselves or investing in opportunities that will yield us a great income. So if that's something else you want to talk about, we can get into that. Just like or comment and let me know that's something you're interested in, and we can dive deeper into that conversation. But definitely when it comes to budgeting, have yourself a budget for things that are necessary, things that you want, and bills as well. And if you want further elaboration, like I said, let me know. We can go into further information or dive a little deeper into that so we can figure out how to help you get a budget that helps you save and meet the goals that you want. Because if we can't have what we want in life, it makes it a little bit not fun. And hey, we deserve to have the best life that we want. And yeah, so thank you guys for tuning in with me and building this great community. I appreciate you all so very much. I hope that any of this advice that I give you it's beneficial. So let me know in the comments. Please share this information. And yeah, if there's something that you would like to discuss or have more information about, let me know in the comment below. All right. And with that note, have a wonderful rest of your week.